One of the rules we have here at Fieldstone talks about not touching the horse's face and not engaging them to get into your space. So we're going to have Stacy today come over and help us kind of demonstrate how we are supposed to be around their face, how we're supposed to handle them with getting into our space. Rudy here, he's one that doesn't necessarily like his face touched very much, and which is one of the reasons why we don't want people to touch horses' faces, because many of them don't like that and they get a little reactive.
So before I enter a horse's bubble, I'm watching him already at how he's perceiving me walking towards his bubble. So when I'm walking around the horse, I already see he laid his ears back when I came that close around his personal space, around his face. So when I go to either side, see, I just noticed there again, he was a little nervous about me entering his personal space, so I just waited a minute to come over here and wait for a more positive response when I enter his space. So and he's fine with it now. He actually loves it. So now I'm gonna come back around and give you an example of me just watching. That was a real positive look. He's blinking. And he was fine with me going to this side. He raised his head a little bit. Now he's looking at me. That's good. So, we're not supposed to pet their face, but we do want to at least groom their face. So, no, Rudy, I don't want him to bite me either, but I'm just going to back away and just not allow that to happen. There, that was better. So, if you've never experienced brushing a horse's face like Rudy, he doesn't usually like his face brushed. But let's just see how we react. He's already reacting. So, his head's up. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. All right, we know Rudy doesn't like his face brushed. I'm going to stop. I don't need to aggravate him. So he's aggravated with he lowered his head. I came out of his personal bubble, and now he's happy. He'll probably lick me too in a second too. So we need to make this a really great experience before we tack him up and put our student on him. So it's just best to let the barn staff clean his face up if he's not wanting his face to be touched like that and reacting that strongly. There he goes with the lick and chew. So this is not entering his personal bubble. This is entering more of his personal bubble, and he should react in a negative way at some point. Ear back, he's giving me a warning. You see his little eye is a little tighter. Now his ear's up, he's happy, okay? If I get directly in front of his face, he's going to really not like it. So I don't need him to do that. It's not behavior we want. So I'm going to back away. He has a better look on his face. He'll lower his head. He's blinking. So, there's no reason for us other than putting the halter on, bridling him, brushing him from behind to be any closer in that personal bubble that he doesn't like. Just for the quick, immediate stuff that we need to do. Put his bitless bridle on, and that's enough in the stall anyway.
Okay, now we've got Romeo out, and he is the complete opposite of Rudy. He's one that actually does like his face touched and messed with, but we want to show how we don't want to encourage his getting into your space. So Stacy's going to come in and talk more about that.
Okay, so everyone loves a super friendly horse, and it's really fun to engage with a horse that loves to be around people. However, we don't want them to become overbearing or annoying with their affection either. So, when we're grooming a horse like Romeo, we're still going to watch his personal space bubble and gauge our activity around him or what we're going to do with him according to his bubble. So this is one thing that I do all the time. I go from the left to the right. He already wanted to engage, right? Because I came pretty close. Let's see how he's good. He's lowering his head. He's curious about the tool that I have in my hand. So I'm going to let him be curious about it. I'm going to go to the other side of the cross ties, pet his neck, let him know I'm here, and then start grooming his face. I always start gentle at first because you never know which horse is, how sensitive they are. Some of them like to be groomed really hard. Some of them like to be groomed super soft. He likes it. He's licking, chewing, yawning, showing me where he wants to be groomed. He's leaning into wherever he wants to be groomed. So, he's really expressive. And this is a really delicate area. Try to be really careful about how much you groom there. Really, it's more I think I notice, and probably everyone else notices, that the dirtiest spots. He doesn't want me up there yet. So I'm going to read his body language and not go there yet. Use my left hand. He wants to get the cross ties. No. Now he's okay with it. So that's about someone's coming. That's about as much as I need to go with the curry comb. I notice that there's no dirt or anything around his eyes that I would need to remove. Okay, so I'm going to enter Romeo's bubble because he's a very affectionate horse, but I want to show you behavior that we want to discourage. Okay, it's misplaced behavior, and it's become behavior that is encouraged by humans, so now he does it with humans. So it's humanly encouraged. So we don't want that. So I should have known that when I came into his space, he's thinking about me, so I just know, stay out of his space, stay out of his bubble. Okay? Misplaced. There's no reason to get that close to him. If you're talking to someone else, be aware of your space. This right here, this is a misplaced behavior. This is human-made. Human-made, human-generated. If I allowed him to continue doing that, he would groom me back with his teeth.